Well, folks, there were some people out there who said we wouldn't accomplish anything this season. Well, this'll show them. See, we set a new record. What do you got to say about that? Not the record we wanted, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, this nonchalance seems to be pervasive over this team. What we saw tonight is indicative of a team that has no discipline and no leadership at all. It's not coming from the coach. It's not coming from the quarterback, arguably the two most important figures on your team. Where the heck is it supposed to come from? Who is going to step up here? There is a void. Someone has to fill it. Until someone does, this kind of crap is going to keep happening. This is just a lost bunch who at a certain point in this game just looked like they stopped believing in themselves. Bottom line, that's it. I don't even know what to say about the quarterback situation anymore, but I'll give it a shot. Cornelius's decision-making, as opposed to getting better with experience, seems to be getting worse. I don't know how this happens. But anyway, I don't know that the team believes in him anymore. And while I've defended him for a long time, I've thought that he had the physical traits. I just wonder if what's between his ears is just shot. He looked like he was just not engaged anymore. And just the fire had gone out, basically. I don't know how you can expect to have a starting quarterback whose fire is out. Perhaps he's frustrated with the play calling. I sure would be. I mean, we've seen glimpses at times of what he can do. Certainly he has a big arm, he can throw, and I still think in the right situation, he still could be a good quarterback, but this sure ain't it. You're going to have a really good offensive line and receivers that are able to run deep routes. Seems to be the thing he's best at. It's just not going to happen in this offense because receivers are struggling to get open. And usually, it seems in the first half, teams don't blitz a lot. And then they start blitzing in the second half, and it throws Cornelius off. Seemed to be what happened tonight. The Lions brought a lot more blitzes in the second half. They racked up some sacks. But I just think he maybe starts to get settled in, but then when the other team starts blitzing more heavily, it just throws him off. He starts trying to force things. He misses wide open guys. Man, not sure what to say anymore. How many chances does he get? And I really don't get why Daggy went out for 2 plays just to hand the ball off. I mean, what's that going to tell you? Nothing. I maintain that Daggy is probably too similar to Cornelius in his skill set. Both are, somewhat mobile guys. They can run with the ball, but it's not really their bread and butter. Ford, I think, if he were running a more run option type offense, maybe something could happen with that. Certainly doesn't hurt to try. Got a bye week coming up. You can basically install a new offense in a couple weeks. Teams do that all the time. At this point, why not just start Ford the last 10 games of the season, and just see what you got out of a former first round pick. Yeah, there are people out there that are skeptical of him, but at least let him show on the field if he can be the answer or not. It's just crazy. Meanwhile, penalty situation is just horrendous. So many penalties that extend drives for the other team directly led to some Lions points, puts us in second and long situations. It's been that way all year. Nothing seems to be getting better on that front. Ultimately, you have to lay that at coaching. Yeah, I get it that there are teams out there with better personnel. I get that. But still, just the absolute lack of discipline is just not acceptable for a team like this. As usual, I felt like the defense did what they could, kept the team in the game for as long as they could, but in the third quarter, the dam breaks. Seen it over and over and over. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with this team come week 10 when the Bombers come to town. But my optimism of actually winning a home game, which I had a lot of at the start of this year, is rapidly fading. 5 more chances. 2 of them are against the 2 best teams in the West, and the Lions and the Bombers. We also got the Owls, we got the Stamps, and the Red Blacks. Most likely home game to win? Not sure. Well, anyway, be back later with more videos. Talk to you then.